So you've been eating clean and you've been killing yourself with cardio, and that belly fat is still there. Trust me, I get it. I've lost over 80 pounds and I'm on my journey to 200 pounds. Probably here because you feel stuck. You've literally tried everything and you feel like nothing is working. Let me tell you, it's not your hormones and it's not your metabolism. It's definitely your habits. And I say this with love because I was once in your shoes. Now, if you're serious about changing those habits, stick with me because I'm gonna break it all down in this video. The first thing you're probably doing wrong is eating too little during the day and then overeating at night. You probably call it fasting, right? You skip breakfast, you skip lunch, and then for dinner you have this full plate of food thinking this is gonna get me right. But let's not forget, by this time you're starving, so you eat more than you planned. Now, what does that actually do to your body? When you're constantly under eating and not feeding yourself, your body is actually holding on to that fat, especially the belly fat. Your body literally thinks that you're starving, so your metabolism tries to hold on to all that fat, and it slows down trying to protect you. That's why you really feel that no matter how little you eat, your body is not shrinking. Instead, what you need to do is just feed your body. You need to have more balanced meals earlier in the day. I started by prioritizing my protein, about 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal, and I aim to eat at least 3 meals a day. Now, when I went into the office for work, this was not always realistic, so at that point, I would prioritize protein in my breakfast and my dinner and skip my lunches. I would have a very high protein meal early in the morning. Sometimes I would have 3 scrambled eggs with Kodiak French toast. 3 eggs is about 18 grams of protein, and then the Kodiak French toast is actually 10 grams of protein. So right there, you already have about 28 grams of protein. But I used to top it off with my favorite Chobani drink, which I get from Costco. So I basically had 40 grams of protein to start my day. Once I actually started fueling my body, the body fat definitely started dropping. A common mistake I see is people doing way too much cardio and not enough strength training. I'm gonna say this now, just because you strength train does not mean you're gonna look like a man. You're spending hours on the treadmill, you're doing all these HIIT exercises out of breath, and you're hoping because you're out of breath that scale is gonna drop too. And it might at first, but here's the problem. Cardio does burn calories, but it also burns your muscle. Again, when you lose muscle, your metabolism starts to slow down. That means your body burns fewer calories when you're resting. I'm sitting down right now and I'm burning calories. So because you're burning less calories, that belly fat wants to stick around. That's why you feel like you're working so hard on that treadmill, but your body looks the same. Switch your mindset to now considering strength training. You can start slow with 2 to 3 times a week. Trust me when I say building muscle does not make you bulky. When I started strength training, I started with 3 days a week. Typically, I like to work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so I don't have to work out on the weekends. I would do Monday, upper body day, Wednesday, lower body day, and then a full body day for full body Fridays. I really hate cardio, so I only did about 15 to 20 minutes max, and I always focused on progressive overload. So every week I was trying to increase my weight, especially in my lower body, because that's where I held most of my fat. Once I started lifting consistently, including my cardio, that's really when I started to see my body reshaping, and I started to get that hourglass figure. Now, the third thing I know you don't have is a food system, one that you can actually stick to. I know a lot of you guys right now are trying to eat clean, but you're still winging it every single week because you're still going to TikTok looking for meal ideas. You have no meal prep and you have no plan. So you're basically just relying on willpower, hoping that you make the right decisions when life gets busy, but in reality, you don't. That's why you end up grabbing fast food or just skipping meals overall. And every time you do that, your progress stalls, and then you start to blame everybody else but yourself. The days of you doing that are over. You don't need 10 fancy recipes. You don't need this strict whole foods plan. Keep it simple. Pick 2 to 3 dishes that you like to do and just rotate those dishes for the month. Be consistent. I prep my protein and carbs on Sundays and I meal prep every single week. You know what? To make it easier for you, go ahead and see the description below. I'm gonna give you a 1-week simple meal plan that you can follow. So go ahead and pause this video, click the link down below, and download the meal plan, y'all, so you can get started today. Once I stopped winging it and really found a system, that's really when everything came full circle, and that's when I started to lose the most weight. So if you've been stuck with that belly fat that you hate so much, stop doing things that will keep it there. Stop starving yourself, stop doing a bunch of cardio, and stop not having a plan. Start fueling your body, start doing some weight training, start building you a system that can help you stay consistent. If you've been struggling with weight loss for far too long and you really need some help and accountability, see the description below for information on my one-on-one coaching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you guys do not miss another meal prep or weight loss update on my channel. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I will see you guys in the next one.